Dreaming of moving to Canada? In this video, I'll walk you through the step-by-step process, eligibility requirements, documents needed, and tips for a successful application through the new Brunswick Critical Worker Pilot, NBCWP, pathway. Tired of the endless grind? Are you yearning for a fresh start? A place where your hard work truly pays off? Do you dream of wide-open spaces, a welcoming community, and a future filled with opportunity? For too long, I felt stuck, overworked, underpaid, and constantly dreaming of a life beyond my current circumstances. Canada was always the dream, but the path seemed so complicated, so out of reach. Then, I discovered something truly revolutionary, a program that felt like a secret, a game changer that completely transformed my journey. I'm talking about the new Brunswick Critical Worker Pilot, or NBCWP. This isn't just another immigration program. It's a direct pathway. It's how I actually moved to Canada in record time, and today I'm going to break down the entire process for you step by step. The NBCWP offers a unique advantage: faster processing and specific job opportunities in a province that genuinely needs skilled workers. It's a direct route to a new life. But what exactly does it take to qualify? And what's the catch? Let's dive in and uncover everything you need to know. So, you're probably wondering, am I even eligible for this incredible program? That's a fantastic question, and it's where we start our deep dive. The NBCWP isn't for everyone, but it's designed for those with specific skills that New Brunswick desperately needs. The key eligibility factor revolves around specific in-demand jobs. We're talking about skilled trades, vital healthcare professions, and cutting-edge tech roles. These are the backbone of New Brunswick's economy, and they're looking for people like you to fill them. The absolute core requirement, the non-negotiable, is a genuine job offer. This isn't just any job offer. It must come from a participating New Brunswick employer. These employers are pre-approved and actively looking to hire international talent through this pilot. Beyond the job offer, there are other crucial requirements. You'll need to demonstrate language proficiency, typically through an IELTS or CELPIP test. There are also specific education levels required, often a high school diploma or higher, depending on the job. And of course, work experience thresholds apply. Your past experience needs to align with the job offer and meet the program's criteria. Don't worry, it's all clearly laid out. You might be asking, where do I find this magical job list? The official NBCWP website is your first and best resource. It clearly outlines the eligible occupations and provides links to participating employers. Take the time to assess your own qualifications against these requirements. Be honest with yourself about your language scores, your educational background, and your work history. This self-assessment is your first critical step. I remember my own eligibility journey. I spent hours poring over the requirements, comparing my resume to the job descriptions. It felt like putting together a complex puzzle, but every piece that fit gave me more confidence. There were moments of doubt, wondering if my experience was enough, but I focused on highlighting my transferable skills and demonstrating my commitment. Paid off. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I understand the requirements, but how do I actually get one of those job offers? That's the biggest hurdle for many, and it's exactly what we'll tackle next. Securing a job offer from a New Brunswick employer is the golden ticket to the NBCWP. It might seem daunting, but with the right strategies, it's absolutely achievable. This is where your proactive efforts truly shine. Let's talk about where to look. The best job boards are your allies here. Think globally recognized platforms like Indeed and LinkedIn, but also local Canadian job sites. Don't forget the official New Brunswick government job portals. They often list opportunities specifically for newcomers. Your resume and cover letter are your first impression. They need to be tailored specifically for Canadian employers. This means understanding Canadian resume formats, which often differ from those in other countries. Focus on quantifiable achievements and clear, concise language. Your cover letter is your chance to tell your story and explain why you're the perfect fit for that specific company and that specific role. Show your enthusiasm for New Brunswick and your understanding of the company's mission. Acing interviews is the final step in landing that offer. Practice your answers to common interview questions. Research the company thoroughly. Be prepared to discuss your skills, your experience, and why you want to move to New Brunswick. Here's an insider tip that made a huge difference for me. I crafted a specific email template for initial inquiries. It was concise, professional, and highlighted my interest in the NBCWP. I used it to reach out to employers even before they posted specific openings. For your resume, ensure it's keyword optimized. Many companies use applicant tracking systems, and if your resume doesn't contain the right keywords, it might never reach a human. Use action verbs and mirror the language from the job description. When writing your cover letter, personalize it for every single application. Avoid generic templates. Show that you've done your research and genuinely want to work for them. This personal touch stands out. Interview preparation should include mock interviews. Practice answering behavioral questions using the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. This helps you provide structured, impactful answers. I remember one particular rejection that stung. I thought I was a perfect fit, but I didn't get the offer. It taught me a crucial lesson. Every no brings you closer to a yes. I learned to refine my approach, ask for feedback, and keep pushing forward. That rejection fueled my determination. I analyzed what went wrong, improved my interview technique, and kept applying. It was a valuable learning experience that ultimately led me to the right opportunity. Once you have that coveted job offer, the real work of the application process begins. It's detailed, it's thorough, and it requires precision. Let's talk about how to navigate it without making common mistakes. Congratulations! You've secured a job offer. This is a monumental step, and it means you're ready to dive into the formal application process for the New Brunswick Critical Worker Pilot. This stage requires meticulous attention to detail. The application process involves gathering a comprehensive set of documents and submitting them through the official channels. It's a multi-step journey, and each step is crucial for a successful outcome. First, you'll need to gather all your personal documents. This includes your passport, birth certificate, and marriage certificate if applicable. Ensure all documents are valid and up to date. Next, you'll need your educational credentials. This means diplomas, degrees, and transcripts. For international credentials, you'll likely need an Educational Credential Assessment, or ECA, to prove their Canadian equivalency. Language test results are mandatory. Make sure your IELTS or CELPIP scores meet the minimum requirements for the program. These results are a key component of your application. You'll also need proof of funds. This demonstrates that you have enough money to support yourself and your family upon arrival in Canada. The amount required varies based on family size. Police checks, also known as police clearance certificates, are required from every country you've lived in for a certain period since turning 18. Start this process early as it can take time. Medical exams are another essential component. You'll need to undergo a medical examination by a panel physician approved by Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada. This ensures you meet health requirements. Your job offer letter from the New Brunswick employer is, of course, paramount. It needs to be detailed and meet all the program's specifications. Your employer will also have specific forms to complete. Now, let's talk about mistakes to avoid. One common error is incomplete applications. Double-check every single field and ensure all required documents are attached. A missing document can cause significant delays. Another mistake is providing inconsistent information. Ensure all your documents and forms have matching names, dates, and addresses. Discrepancies can raise red flags. Don't rush the process. Take your time to review everything thoroughly before submission. It's better to take an extra day than to submit an application with errors. I almost missed a crucial document during my own application. It was a specific form related to my work experience that I initially overlooked. Luckily, I caught it during my final review. That small oversight could have delayed my entire application by weeks or even months. It taught me the importance of creating a detailed checklist and ticking off each item meticulously. My advice: create your own checklist based on the official guidelines. Organize your documents in folders, both physical and digital. This systematic approach will save you immense stress. Once your application is submitted, the waiting game begins. But even during this period, there are things you can do to prepare for your exciting new life in New Brunswick. You've submitted your application, and now comes the period of anticipation. The waiting game can feel long, but it's also a crucial time to prepare for your new life in Canada. Processing times vary, so patience is key. During this period, keep an eye on your email and application portal. Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada might request additional documents or even an interview. Be ready to respond promptly. If an interview is requested, don't panic. It's usually a chance for them to clarify information or learn more about your intentions. Prepare by reviewing your application and being ready to discuss your plans. As your approval nears, it's time to shift focus to arrival preparations. Finding housing is often a top priority. Research rental markets in New Brunswick cities like Fredericton, Moncton, or St. John. Consider temporary accommodation for your first few weeks, like an Airbnb or short-term rental, while you search for a permanent place. This gives you flexibility upon arrival. Opening a bank account is another essential step. Research Canadian banks and their services for newcomers. Many offer special packages to help you get started. Getting a social insurance number, or SIN, is vital. This 9-digit number is required for employment, accessing government benefits, and filing taxes. You can apply for it once you arrive in Canada. Beyond the practicalities, prepare for cultural insights. Canada, and New Brunswick specifically, has its own unique customs and social norms. Being aware of these can help you adjust smoothly. My biggest culture shock was the pace of life. It's generally more relaxed than what I was used to, which was a welcome change. Also, the emphasis on politeness and saying please and thank you for everything was noticeable. Another insight was the importance of community. New Brunswickers are incredibly friendly and welcoming. Don't be afraid to engage with your neighbors and colleagues. They're often eager to help newcomers. For practical tips, start researching public transportation options in your chosen city. Understand the healthcare system and how to access medical services. Look into local community centers and newcomer services. My first few days in Canada were a whirlwind. I remember the challenge of navigating a new city, figuring out public transport, and even just understanding the different types of milk in the grocery store. There were moments of feeling overwhelmed, but also immense excitement. I focused on one task at a time, celebrated small victories, and leaned on the resources available for newcomers. The initial challenges quickly turned into learning experiences. Every new discovery, every successful errand, built my confidence. Truly felt like building a new life, brick by brick. This journey is just the beginning. Settling in and building a life in New Brunswick involves many more steps, from finding a doctor to integrating into the community. But that's a story for another time. You've made it this far, and I truly hope this guide has illuminated the path to Canada through the New Brunswick Critical Worker Pilot. This program changed my life, and it can change yours too. I'm so passionate about helping others achieve their Canadian dream that I've put together something truly special for you. I'm thrilled to announce the launch of my free comprehensive guide to navigating the NBCWP. This guide is packed with insider tips, essential resources, and even customizable templates for your resume and cover letter. It's everything I wish I had when I started my journey, all in one place. Don't miss out on this invaluable resource. Click the link in the description right now to download your free NBCWP guide. It's your ultimate companion for this incredible journey. And if you found this video helpful, please do me a huge favor. Subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss my upcoming videos. Next time, we'll dive even deeper into the biggest mistakes newcomers make when settling in Canada and, more importantly, how you can avoid them. Your successful transition is my priority. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Your Canadian dream is closer than you think. Let's make it a reality together.